Hello and welcome. It is once again time to jump into the world of Middle-earth here. Actually, before the music picks back up again, let's go ahead and switch scenes here. Oh, I gotta... Every time I gotta move my camera. Don't block my inventory there. So, oh boy, new skirmish. Deed bestowed. Enmity of the orcs and goblins 2. So if I want way with water to increase frost type damage and lightning type damage, I don't got those damage types, but if I wanted that, 100 goblins and orcs need to die. If I want to increase my fishing skill, I gotta kill some more wolves. But you may have heard that I got a level because I was farming. I've been doing some farming off stream. I am now a master journeyman farmer. I can farm so many things. I went and bought a bunch of recipes for farming as well. I could do expert things. See, I found out that, hey, wouldn't you know it? Here at Skurlock Farm, we got these superior farmlands here. And a superior workbench as well. It's pretty nice little setup they got here, except for one thing. They don't sell farming recipes. I had to go elsewhere for that. And they also don't have anywhere to cook. I did go somewhere else, and I think I went back to Herne for a bit and cooked some. But then I was like, okay, well now I've finished up Apprentice. Next is Journeyman. What could I make with Journeyman? Well, I can't make much, because it's like, okay, this requires blueberries and flour, and this one requires pie crust and marinated coney. Don't know where to get the coney. Maybe I could buy it from the supplier. Stuffed cabbage. I was like, well, that requires taters, and I don't have tater farming capabilities. And I was like, that requires honey and blueberries. Don't have those. Requires conies again, and some Shire seasonings and taters again. A bunch of oats, honey, bottled water, mushrooms, bacon, conies again, the spiced potatoes, more taters again. And I was like, man, how do I get taters? Like, this is a journeyman cooking recipe, and I'm a journeyman farmer, and I can't make taters. Well, it turns out I had to go buy a recipe from a farmer in order to farm taters. So I went and did that. I went and found a farmer, and I bought a bunch of recipes, and then now I've just finished farming a bunch of potatoes. And so I could actually make like 115 stuffed cabbages right now, if I had an oven. Yeah, I mean, farming. So I also found out track crops, it seems to just be for farming. If I turned it on and I planted a crop right here, it would pop up on a mini map. Ooh, crazy. Like, I honestly don't know the purpose of this, unless there are crops later in the game that require a certain amount of time to grow. It seems pretty useless, because I plant it, I harvest it, I plant it, I harvest it, I plant it, I harvest it. I'm just right here on top of it. I don't need to track it. I know where it is, because I just planted it. So that's why I've set this off to the side there. I don't know if this was off stream between last stream and this stream, or between the stream before that and last stream, but I got Return to Swanfleet and Return to Cardolan things. Also, we did adjust levels. So we should put a point into something. Increase surprise strike. Excuse me. Damage. Critical response skill damage, which are these ones. Surprise strike would go up by 2%. Hey. Calm down. Response skill damage will also go up by 2%. And these are already really powerful, so I feel like those, since there's the 3 of, and it's because once I use one of them, I get to use another. So I'm pretty sure Exposed Throat counts as a critical response skill. Regular skills critical multiplier. The critical multiplier, though. Look at all those bonus things. Rate. It's crazy. Yeah, I might grab that. Put a point in there. And I've got Relish Battle. On every melee kill, on every melee skill, on critical hit, every 3 seconds, restore 1% of maximum morale, duration 12 seconds, cooldown 10 seconds. It's nice. Yeah, I think such a small amount, just 1% per point. But the multiplier, though, let's see. Not sure how that works. What do you mean increases critical magnitude or critical multiplier by 1%? Multipliers are like ×2, ×4, ×6. How do you increase that by 1%? And does that even equate to much of anything at that point? But then, is there like a tracker of critical multitude? I don't think so. Wait, critical beating, okay. Hit chance and magnitude of your melee. Critical hit chance of your melee attacks is the devastating hit chance of your melee attacks is the magnitude of a critical or devastating hit is increased by 21.2%. Okay, so it would go up to like 22.2%. Would be the magnitude. Whereas this would increase damage of these by 2%. I guess I'll go with Agile Hands. I'll grab that for sure. So now, if I look at that, it still says 21.2%. Was I lied to? What is going on here? What? What? Huh? What's going on here? Why is it still 21.2%? Or is is this just saying the critical rating of 337 is adding 21.2% to the magnitude of criticals? Whereas that's another thing that's added on top. I don't know. Well, let's get going here. We're going off to Hadnirui again. Gotta search for scraps of orders to the goblins. Provoke them in order to get a higher chance of critting on my follow-up attack. Now we have aim, but aim does have a cooldown of 40 seconds, so this one's got a cooldown of 4 seconds. Alright. See a goblin here. Let's just take him out. Work on that deed a little. You're dead. Looks like there's 2 scraps that are just in specific locations, and then the others are in a more general location. And Lonelands. I'm honestly not so sure that I'm ever going to get to the Brelands or Lonelands. I've been southeast of Bree for so long. Scraps of parchment. Huzzah! Oh. You have got to be kidding me! Ain't no way, dude. What's your problem? Why do you care about these goblins so much, huh? What the? We don't need it. Honestly, not sure if our burglar will ever be able to take on a wraith. Maybe eventually. We have been getting pretty strong lately. What's this spotlight all of a sudden? What? Huh? What? What's going on here? Why am I all lit up? As a burglar, I do not like this. Don't perceive me. Fire. So many sneaks around here. How dare they? I am the one who sneaks. Diversion. Oh. Of course, now I have to get out of here, and there's definitely a... Hold up. I spy treasure with my tracker. Hang on. Is it down there? I think so. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be downstairs. Yeah, there it is. Sneak. You wonder, can I pick into your pockets? No! How dare you? Okay. You know what? You two. Sneaking around down here. I just wanted to pick at his pockets. What's so wrong about that? So dark down here, dude. Oh, there he is. Let's deal with this bandit. Hello, Herandir. Oh, you have more quests. I don't think I need them at the moment. Need to... on the table at Skurlock Farm. Okay, I gotta go back to Skurlock Farm. Put these scraps on the table. Wargs, man. Where are the wolves at? Wonder if we can take on a Wraith. I still feel like we can't because we just take so much damage. We are not tanky in the least. And I feel like they still out DPS us at every level. I mean, maybe if we get the best possible gear that we could at our level. Then maybe we could take them on. But I've still got level 16, 17, 23s here, 18, 21, 15, 20, yeah. Could certainly use some upgrades. We got level 15. We got a level 15 dagger here. Yeah. even that, the wraiths just, they really outscale you way too fast. So the second you level up, they get way stronger. And that's every time you level up. Time to sort through some papers. Sort through more papers. Are we getting there? There's still 3 piles of assortment of scattered papers. There we go, sorted papers. This might be it. Let that be a lesson to you goblins, then. The big ones have ways of... Is this Meneldir talking, or... I'm gonna assume it's Meneldir talking. Let that be a lesson to you goblins, then. The big ones have ways of dealing with treachery. And if you work against their goals, what happened to the last batch can... Oh, no, this is what the papers are saying. Okay. Let that be a lesson to you goblins, then. The big ones have ways of dealing with treachery. And if you work against their goals, what happened to the last batch can happen to you and yours as well. You'll be told that what you need to know, when you have need of it. And not before. The Dark Lord will repay us for our service. Why else would the very wisest throw their lot in with him, even as we have done? The dwarves will be easily manipulated. They will follow Skorgrim wherever he leads them, no matter who leads Skorgrim. I trust the Gaunt Lord can do this, and that should be enough for you lot. The attack will come from both directions, down from the Blue Mountains and up the Green Way from across the Old Barrows. Even now the Witch King works to raise the spirits of the dead. With the aid of the Grey Fear, none will stand against him, or against us. It was the fear that laid waste to the old kingdom that once stood here. And see what little of that remains. The shadow rises in Angmar, but it needs time to gather its strength. Not much time, but time all the same. That's what we're for. My gang and you lot. Just don't get in the way of the Riders or the Grey Fear. No one would save you then. And you wouldn't want them to. You would just yearn for death. What the fear would do to you doesn't bear thinking about. So you stay out of their way. These are the Dark Lord's most valued servants. You and me are just worms to such as them. And worms can get squashed if they haven't got brains enough to get clear. We'll be called on when we're needed.
I don't like the sound of that. Any of that.
Not only do servants of the White Hand move openly in Swanfleet, but in Cardalin and beyond there are other powers at work. The Witch King and the Black Riders, goblins and half-orcs making common cause, and now a dwarf rebellion led by someone named Skorgrim. Judging from his name, he is no Longbeard. But if he leads an army out of the Blue Mountains, we will be hard-pressed to deal with him, no matter who he might be. But there's something else, too. These orders speak of something called the Grey Fear. That is a familiar title, but I can't remember why. And that worries me. Well, I'll take
this. Has given us a lot to think about. But what is the Grey Fear?
Yeah, that is a good question. I'll just take this well-preserved leather jacket. But is it a person, a spirit, or something else? Whatever it may have been, if it is responsible in some way for the fall of Cartland, or the breaking of Arnor, we need to prevent it from working a similar evil against us today. What does Malin Fang have to say about this? I don't know. I guess you could just ask him. He's right there. Ooh, that looks nice. This still, I have got like an outfit going on. This one, it looks actually pretty good. I do wonder. Should I go for that? I mean, I could literally just do this. Oops. Swap it whenever I want. It doesn't look too bad.
The Grey Fear? No, I've never heard of anything by that name.
Is it possible it might be a disease? Or an ailment of some kind? I seem to remember there was a scholar among the Dundine who dwelt among the ruins of Old Cartland, though his name escapes me. Handerod may know of his whereabouts. He was encamped outside Coronost, was he not? Perhaps you should return and ask him. Go on back to Coronost then. Just take a quick look at. Okay, yeah, I don't need to keep that one. Don't particularly like the look of it, so.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to go to Coronost, please. And we're gone. And we're back. Alright. Not too bad. Just under 3 gold. Handerod.
Someone or something called the Grey Fear, you say?
I have not heard of such a one being involved with the ruination of the Old Kingdom. But I am no scholar. You should speak with Nandir, if you can find him. He always possessed a keen interest in the history of Cartland. He was always to be seen writing in one of his many journals. Something in your expression brings Handerod to a halt, and he stares at you questioningly. Reluctantly, you tell him during the flight from Sanford. Justice. Reluctantly, you tell him that Narnadir was slain by Black Riders during the flight from Sanford, and that you and Meneldir discovered his body just off the road northwest of Herrenay. I am very sorry to hear that, but especially so for Meneldir. I know they were close. Narnadir never had a bad word to say about Meneldir, even after he left us. It was not so for many others. Handerod idly drums his fingers upon the hilt of his sword. Perhaps Narnadir can still help us, Julia. I told you of the journals he kept. Well, I know at least one place where he hid some of them. To the east, beneath one of the towers of Karanost, there was a hollow place. Search there and see if Nandir recorded anything of this grey fear in the years before he perished. Okay. Look to the east, he says. Karanost. Now, do I need to go down there, or is it up here? I think it's down there somewhere. It's gotta be. Alright, let's. Woo! Burglar. Well, here it is. This place matches the description given to you by Handorod. Inside the small coffer you find a leather-bound journal wrapped in a cord. You should bring the journal to the location it describes, the throne room in Karanost. Well, fine. I won't read it here, I guess, in the safety of that little hovel out of the rain. Sirlund. I gotta go all the way. What? Read Nandir's journal while in the throne room of Karanost. Why do I. What? Why there? That seems rather silly. No. You gotta fight past a bunch of orcs and goblins or urooks or whatever that are over here. And then you can read the journal in the throne room specifically. Can't just read this journal anywhere. Read this. Here's a treasure over here. Hold on. Where's this treasure? Lie to me? Oh no, it's down here, isn't it? Yep. Taylor. Scroll case. And I got some dwarf carvings. That's good. I need a lot more of those. For my lore master. Dangerous place here. Gotta go through all this just to read a journal. Okay, let me look up here. Just that, you know, when you try to look up, you just get camera in the grass. It's like I just wanted to see if the slope went up in a way that I could use. You dead? I'll take this. Oh, nice, even more. And that is for tailors. Alright. And yet further still I must go. Maneldir, what? Huh? How? There's like 10 orcs here, and they're just completely, they don't care about you at all, somehow. I found an ancient treasure cache with superior vegetable medleys and ample athlas extract. Read the book here, I guess. The writing is so evocative, you can almost imagine King Torondor II is here. Surrounded by orcs, who apparently don't care that you're standing here, reading a journal. What is going on here, dude? Don't make no sense.
You will think I have taken leave of my senses.
Nante writes, but after so much study, I feel as if I have come to know these figures of the ancient past. When they suffer, I suffer. When they mourn, I mourn. I am an empath. And when they triumph, though no one could understand the joy I feel at their triumphs. Few though they might have been in those dark years, I feel as if I know them. Amlaeth the Builder, once Prince of Cardolan, and then later Prince of Arthedain at Fornost. Eldamasil, Prince of Rudar, Kinslayer and Accursed. And Prince Torondor, with whom I feel a close bond. The third and youngest son of King Erendur of Arnor, was doubted not only by his brothers but also by his own people. Those who lived in Cardolan during his rule as prince called him Torondor the Afterthought, but it was an epithet he would overmaster. When corrupt nobles promised plunder to the hillfolk tribes in the south if they rose up against the prince, he rode forth and vanquished the invaders. Tales of his valor grew, and Torondor the Afterthought became Torondor the Forthright, beloved by his people. So it was that when Erendur, king of Arnor and father of these three princes, died of an illness without naming a successor, there was more than one claimant to the throne. There might have been blood spilt then, as there would be later, but Amlaeth suggested a compromise. Let the kingdom of Arnor be divided, he said to his brothers, with each of us to rule a province in friendship and alliance with each other. Torondor then became not a prince, but a king, and he was known as King Torondor II, for there had already been a Torondor in the line, As the king of Cardolan, he ordered a throne built and a crown forged at Karanost, and the fortress became the capital and the new ruling seat of the young kingdom. And even now, as I write these words, I feel tears welling in the corners of my eye. For I see the seed of treachery and death growing in the very foundation, and know what next must transpire. Now we gotta go to Amon Fern. Bruh. Bruh, just read the book. You don't have to go there. You don't gotta go to ancient Greece, or even Greece for that matter, just to read about ancient Greece, alright? You don't need to go to Rome to read about the Romans. You can read about the Romans anywhere and imagine what is being written about. I want to get back to the bridge, because the bridge will lead me back to a Staple Master. Yeah, I don't think I can make it. I think I'm gonna have to go ford the river and then climb back up the other side. There's no way I'm getting over there from here. Woo! What the? That was delayed reaction. I feel like I need to sell some of these. You know, I'm gonna pick these like level 5 foods. I think I'm gonna sell those. This will, I don't need will so much. 162. Yeah, I've got other options. Alright, let's go ahead and sell some of these foods. Free up some inventory space, because my goodness, too much food, not enough space. Here we are once again. Yeah, stabilize yourself over here. Yes. Stable master.
How can I be of service?
Like to go. I guess to Skurlock Farm. That's the closest. We little river hobbits. We gotta travel so far and lots of backtracking as well. You can dismount now. We gotta go far off to the east. Yeah. Like that. I think some of my I've got like a string of Christmas lights that I hang up for lighting, and I think a couple of the bulbs burnt out because half the string is now dark. Don't know if my lighting changed when that happened. Because I do have this bright ring light here. Once again, we're going to some place that is heavily infested by, like, orcs and or goblins. In order to read this journal, which we could read anywhere. We don't need to go there to read it. Alright? We really do not need to be surrounded by enemies in order to read a book. Feels like a bad idea. Oh, and there's like wraiths. Appears to be the location about which Nondir wrote. Yeah, but why do I have to be here? I've been here before. For another quest. The writing is so evocative you can almost hear the sound of the battle. Okay.
Arthedain, Cardolan, and Rudar were enmeshed in bloody fighting for near all the years of their existence.
It's almost like I can hear the Deadmount shades surrounding me. Right, Nandir? But few battles had such a cost as the Battle of the Deadmount. 400 years after hated Eldermasil slew his brother Torondor, another king of Rudar marched deep into the kingdom of Cardolan. Are you... See, this is why it's a bad idea! Why? Why do I have to do this? Bullcrap, dude. I could have been safe in my little hovel, but no, I'm out here in the rain, reading this journal, getting attacked by raids. So dumb. As I was saying, 400 years after hated Eldermasil slew his brother Torondor, another king of Rudar marched deep into the kingdom of Cardolan. King Malgan. King Malgan it was, who broke the gates of Caranost at the head of an army of hillfolk. Much of the royal family was slain on that day, but Malgan was unable to find King Artandil. Sensing his strength was near to overreach, the king of Rudar and his armies fled across the South Downs. Maddened by his grief, King Artandil pursued them, and at last the soldiers of Cardolan caught up to the fleeing Rudarim at a hill among the barrows. It is said they fought so fiercely that blood ran down the sides of the hill in great rivulets, and bodies filled the gullies at its feet. And when the fighting was done, both Artandil and Malgan were dead, each having dealt the death blow to each other. Too far.
Arthedain, Cardolan, and Rudar were enmeshed in bloody fighting for near all the years of their existence. After King Artandil fell at the Deadmount, it was Armondir who rallied what remained of the host.
It was Amondir, the lord of Turngothard, and keeper of the barrows, who rallied what remained of the Cardoladrian host. Crying the king's name as he charged, Amondir rode down the fleeing men of Rudar. The son of Malgan was captured and later ransomed, and a costly peace between the kingdoms was purchased. The crown of Cardolan was offered to Amondir then, but he refused it. He would not name himself king, and instead he took the title of prince. He would rule from Dol Ernil, his own keep in Turngothard. The primacy of Cardolan waned, and Elendil's line now only held true in Arthedain. Amondir rode to Fornost to offer his fealty, and with the reunification of Arthedain and Cardolan beneath Argaleb, Amondir rode to Fornost to offer his fealty, and with the reunification of Arthedain and Cardolan beneath Argaleb, the newly crowned king of Arnor, there was once again hope for the line of Elendil and the troubled kingdoms of the Dunedain. But it would not last, for there was a power behind Rudar's evil, and it walked in secret. Now off to the next location. Where are we going at? Turngothard? You gotta be kidding me! gotta be kidding me. What is this? This is not a good quest. Excuse me, don't mind me, I'm just gonna move this corpse while you guys do your thing. So what do we got? Ooh, we got a ruby, like that. Chunks of rich iron ore, good, good, good. And that North Downs and Cardolan. If only I had 10 of them. Also got Breland Lowlands, Breland Mountains, Breland. Yep, free time. Well, let's go back to Skurlock Farm so we can get to a stable master. This is, I gotta say, poor pacing for a quest line.
What can I do for you?
Apparently, I think this is the fastest. Yeah, check, come on. So that took me this far, and then, because I don't think there's any. I haven't been as far north as Sarchvorn, so. This will have to do. Now, this better be like the end of this little chapter, and then I go to Bree, maybe? And then maybe I go to Bree or something?
What can I do for you?
Don't need to go to Sarnfor, that's even further away. Tyr and Gorthid, I don't think there's any. Yeah, there's no stable masters there. Just have to go ourselves. Ourselves. Southern thieves. Out here. Oh, hey, you know what? There's a wolf. Riddle me this. Will I kill the wolf, Fred? Are you seriously? Bro, you didn't even know that I killed your wolf. Are you in combat? How, dude? How did you know where I was? Get your throat cut, dude. Okay, you won't bother me. In fact, you probably prefer this wolf. Suddenly, not many wolves anymore, just lots of thieves. Oh, there's a wolf. The combat music just starts up and immediately goes away. those blackened furs? I guess I'll buy the bag for now. Just because I might end up getting 10. Wouldn't that be neat? I probably won't end up getting 10. But there's a chance. Grab a snack. Chippies. Southern Antrath. Wandering barrow spirits, barrow whites. No. These guys are like little 24, 25. Hello, Manel dear. Why do I have to come all the way out here to read this note, huh? Seems very ridiculous. The writing is so evocative, you can almost imagine the horrors that here transpire. With the Witch King of Angmar.
After Hrudau's most recent defeat, the armies of the Witch King required time to recover.
And rebuild. Not sure why he didn't finish that sentence. During that time, their evil master turned to sorcery to bedevil his enemies. In secret, he came to the barrows and walked among them, whispering to the dead. Unknown to those living nearby, long-buried lords and kings stirred in their tombs, infested. With fell spirits out of Angmar's darkest pits, at the Witch King's bidding they emerged, legions of the dead moving silently through the fog, preying on any who strayed too near.
The plague of the dead worsened, and even the children of Cardolan were not safe from it.
Countless children were stolen from their beds, or vanished from within otherwise sturdy and unyielding walls. Desperate to put an end to this nightmare, Prince Amondir set forth on a quest to find the cause of the dead's unrest. He was the Lord of Tirn Gorthad. After all, the keeper of the barrows. What had he to fear from the mist that settled upon the burial mounds? Was it not his people who were buried there? Were they not his own ancestors, his own kind, his own subjects? If he could not ease their burden and restore their restful peace, who could? Even as I write this, I find myself hoping beyond hope that the Lord of Tern Gothard could put an end to it. But this has been my lifelong study, and I know how this tale ends. And it does not end with Amondir, for all his courage and his duty. Prince Amondir disappeared among the barrows. He was never seen again.
It is hard to listen to the words of my friend Nandir, and know he will write no more.
I will keep his journal in memory of him, and I would do so even had we no need of the knowledge contained within. You hand the journal to Meneldir, and he flips through its pages. Was never seen again. He reads, and turns the page. He looks up at you, puzzled. What happened to the rest of Nandir's account? There are several pages missing here. Even if that is the end of Amondir's story, there must have surely been more for Nandir to write. See, the account resumes here, beyond the missing pages, but what was removed, and who removed it?
I think you should return to Ceylon to speak with Hunderad.
After the missing pages, Nandir writes of Dol Ernir, the keep from which Prince Amondir ruled. I will go ahead and see what I can learn from there, but I think you should return to Surland and speak with Hunderad. He knew the location where Nandir kept his journal. Perhaps he will know why some of the pages were removed. If you solve that mystery, I will meet up with you again outside Dol Ernir. Bro. Back to Koronos again! I'm going north to the stable master. Alright. And I'm also gonna put these gloves on. I guess there is a path across here. But I feel like since I'm already way up here, I might as well get this stable master unlocked. So if I ever have to come back this way again, I'll at least be able to do it a little more quickly. How is this a level 27 quest? What? Jump from 25 to 27 out of nowhere. And it's not even difficult. You just have to travel really far. Spend a lot of time on the roads. Woo! How about that? Feat completed. Inhabitants of the Vanished Realm, 6 of 6. That's 1,000 virtue right there. Nice. Then there's Explorer of Cardolan, 1 of 4. I completed 1 of the 4 of that. 1 of 4. Complete the Ravaging of Cardolan, Herald of Cardolan, and Treasure of Cardolan. And that'll get me even more things. Title: Traveler of Cardolan. Eh.
Hello there.
Hello there.
What do you need?
I don't know, ma'am. I don't know.
How can I be of service?
Let's go back to Caranos real quick. I could also go to West Bree. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna quickly go to Bree. I know the story's not taking me there, but I need to do my darn class quest. It's ridiculous. Look, it's right here. It's level 15 class quest, now that I'm level 25. Because sadly, my main quest does not take me anywhere near Bree. Unlike both of the other characters I've created.
Hail! Have you come to heed the summons to war?
Might as well take care of those. Sure. Lowbanks Estate. Yeah, that's the place. Also, don't check these. No, thank you. Burglar trainer. Albra Lowbanks. A pressing matter.
Hello there.
I'm glad to see you received the note that I sent you. I think that this is something that will help you greatly.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
You've become a burglar of no small skill, but you and I both know that is not enough. An adequate burglar is simply not good enough if the task calls for an accomplished burglar. After all, it might not be too late. I have heard of such an accomplished burglar, and it could be that he can give you the advice you need to become more than just adequate. Then again, he might not, but there's no harm in trying. Look for Ethereal Took at Adzo's camp, west of Bree, between here and Buckling. If you have it in you to become a truly accomplished burglar, Atherol Took might be able to tease it out of you.
Uh-huh. And what's this? What's this secret club?
Stay and have some tea.
That's a club. Burglar's friend. You have a small chance of slowing your target's attack speed. Minus 40% attack speed. Dang. So it's only plus 5 agility. That's not great.
Junior, hello. I have received a message for you from a fellow expert treasure hunter. A request for your services. We must always stick together, for ours is a profession that others are prone to resent. Jealousy, I say. It is a secret and exclusive club, Junior, this Brotherhood of Expert Treasure Hunters, and we must encourage and lend aid to our own. Travel to Oatbarton, the Hobbit village on the very northern border of the Shire, almost in Evandene, and speak to Ponto.
This is taking me way away from my main quest. But I figure we'll take care of this real quick before we get back to the main quest. And actually, while we're in Bree, we might as well turn in a couple of tasks, huh? Right. We have the supplies. Not gonna be able to do anything else with them. Off they go. Jumping around on their board. Alright. We have so many broken wooden maces. Let's just take care of all of those right now. If we can. Yes. We do have to run across the square every time.
What can I do for you?
That's fine. About to complete the tasks at hand as well.
How can I be of service?
Woo! Now I've got 7 of those.
What do you need?
Well, I need to turn in 2 more tasks. That's what I need.
What can I do for you?
1 more. Dang, I should try it. Hop on my steed.
What do you need? Would you do something for me?
No. Okay, task limit reached. Woo. Okay, now sorry. Level 14 quest here in Breed? Nah. Technically, I shouldn't even be here, according to my main quest. But I think it's about time I did my burglar quests. gonna check to see if Stable Master will take me
Greetings.
to... It's like add something's camp. Adzo's camp. Yeah, I don't have it unlocked yet. Okay. Figured that would be the case. So much traveling today. You know what, I'm gonna go get some water real quick. Hopefully, I don't die. It should be fine. Should be fine.
My horse clippity clopping. Oh, look at that, it's perfect.
So perfect.
How can I be of service?
You can just sit there, sit tight for now. Let's talk to Athroltuk.
Greetings, Burglar Jr. I will forgive you for spoiling my imminent theft of that delicious roast cooking over there, since you might be able to help me with something. I have learned that a small group of brigands plan to sneak onto Old Maggot's farm in the Marish to steal some of his prized mushrooms. The mushrooms are a real delicacy, and it would be a shame if the brigands deprived poor Old Maggot of them. After all, if anyone is going to be sneaking mushrooms, it should be us, am I right?
This is a solo quest. Whoa. Time to go deal with some brigands.
The hobbit burglar Athrol Duk has learned that some of the big folk who have been causing trouble in the South Farthing of the Shire are planning to sneak onto Farmer Maggot's land and steal his mushrooms. Athrol has no intention of allowing hobbit mushrooms to be stolen by men.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
According to my information, the provisioner of the Blackwolves was going to send some of his cronies here tonight to steal as many mushrooms as they can carry. I'll keep watch here, search the farm for the brigands, and use your skill to quietly put an end to them. I'll meet you back here when you've taken care of them all. Stay alert. It's a dark night, and the brigands may be hiding anywhere around the farm. Oh, and collect some mushrooms while you're at it. No self-respecting burglar would leave the farm without a few of Maggot's delicious mushrooms. Take care for his dogs, though. Get too close and they'll sniff you out, no matter how sneaky you might think you're being. Defeat 8 mushroom thieves and collect 3 mushrooms myself. By the way, how do those gloves look? They look pretty neat. Riddle me Already taken out 3 thieves. What's this? The Farms of the Shire. Find Bamfurlong. Yeah, sure. Now,
Where are the mushrooms, though? So many thieves, no mushrooms. That's all the thieves in each. Okay, here we go. Here we go. These little mushroom huts. Let's see. Yes, yes. Now I've got to go back to Ethereal Took. Across this field. Yeah, there he is. Now entering the Marish. But also it says the Shire.
Is there something I can do for you?
You've done well, Junior. I see that you are at home within shadows and moonlight, just as a burglar should be. Do you hear that? Are those dogs barking? Hey, what's that sound? It looks like his mushroom stealing days are over. Call off your dogs, I'll never steal another mushroom again. Are you ready to journey back to Adzo's camp? The mushrooms are safe. Woo. Are the mushrooms safe?
Just a moment.
You did a good thing, Junior. And Farmer Maggot's delicious mushrooms have been spared from falling into the hands of the Blackwolds, who don't deserve them. We, however, certainly do deserve them, and the mushrooms you collected can be our payment from Farmer Maggot for the service we did him. I'm sure he'd be pleased with this arrangement, so there's no need to speak with him about it. No need at all! And I think it's clear that you are a very effective burglar. You certainly handled yourself well around those brigands. They'll fear your shadow from now on, if they have any sense, for you are quite skilled. All the ones that knew about me are dead, so I don't think they'll be fearing anything from now on. To be honest with you, title awarded, Thief in the Night. Yeah, let's make that one active. Oh boy, class deeds, complete cruel odds and bleeding is better. Cruel odds and bleeding is better. I don't think I have either of those. Wait, no, cruel odds. And okay, I do have both of them. So, achieve a critical hit with any skill unlocked by a critical hit. And then use skills which apply bleeds. Yeah, I don't have many of those. It's gonna take a while. Alright, so now I need to go off to Evendim. Yeah, just barely into Evendim. Where would you take me, Stable Master?
What do you need?
Not Buckland. Not Buckland. Seems like I'm gonna have to travel all the way there myself. If only I could also log into my hunter and then just whisk myself away. Oh, but while we are here, I could do a quick little bit of cooking. Right? It requires an oven. Okay, never mind. Campfire not good enough. I'm gonna sell that helmet. I'm not even allowed to use contact pet. I'm at a campfire. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Gotta talk to Ponto Oates, man. Join the secret club. Let me just also double check. Bywater. Party tree. Treasure field. Let me just see. Where's the Bywater, party tree, treasure field? I feel like the... Oh, there's Bywater right there. It's not too bad. The party tree should be... Maybe it's in the... It won't let me look at Far Downs or South Farthing. But there's like... Isn't there more? No, there's just that in Yondershire. But the party tree should be somewhere around here. But I think... where was the treasure fields? It's not in Arluen. No. Wait. No, that's Homesteads. Huh. Treasure fields. I swear I had seen them at some point on one of my other characters. Like on a map. Well, at any rate, even Bywater would be... Whoops. Would be good. That's good enough. I wonder if it's a one-time use. Gonna find out. It is one-time use. Alright, that's fine. Bywater. Yeah, I can find Bamfurlong and Sanson's farm. Bamfurlong, I think, is... Yeah, it's way down there. Sanson's farm. Skirmish camp. Not sure where Sanson's farm is, so I'll leave that alone. Is there here. But there is one in Hobbiton, so we'll go to Hobbiton. So we could do some cooking here at the oven, but no, we gotta be on the move. Can't stick around. Got places to be, things to do. What is going? What the heck? Ma'am? Alright. Well, that's a thing. Oh, there's Stable Master.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Lovely day indeed. We've got many locations, but I can't go to the ones that I need to go to, so I just have to go myself. At the very least, we'll have unlocked a couple more stable locations. Shouldn't be too difficult to get back to the main quest. In fact, oh, I can go back to Herne. What the what? Heat wave. What is going on around here? Even this cat's got the Holy Spirit. Crazy. Something strange going on in the Shire. That's for sure. Bindball Wood. Almost to Brockenborings. Hello, Bounder. You keep that watchful eye on the boundaries. Don't let none of them ruffians in. Here comes another stable master. There you are.
What do you need?
What do you need? Well, currently nothing from you. Need to head north. Evandy. Evendin. It's crazy that. Oh wait, no, yonder Shire's over here. Okay. It's just that here you see it's like, oh yeah, there's the Shire, and then just to the north, the Yonder Shire. and then even farther north, Avendim. But apparently you can go straight from the Shire to Avendim. Doesn't it? Does not compute, man. And then you go from Yondershire east to Avendim? What? Yeah, these closer up maps don't match. What's going on here? Actually, hold up. Yondershire. There's a river here. There's also a river here. Just wondering what is this river? You don't see that one on the map. Well, we're in Old Barton. We have reached our destination. Hello, stable master.
Hello there.
And hello, Ponto Oates.
Just a moment.
Welcome, Junior, my fellow expert treasure hunter. Ours is a secret club, and we permit only the most skilled to practice our art. At any rate, the unskilled do not seem to last very long. I have assumed the name Ponto Oates for the duration of my stay here in Oat Barton, for it is a name that draws no attention to itself. Where I walk, the shadows hide me and leave no memory of my passage. That's the sort of thing you need to learn, Junior. But enough about that, because there is work to be done. The village of Dwelling is a short distance from here, and it has been occupied by ruffians. They are led by someone called the Chief, and many strong men serve him. One in particular, the Chief's main enforcer, is a hulking brute wielding a deadly club. He chased many of the inhabitants of Dwelling from their homes when the brigands arrived. We will do something about this brute, friend Junior. Speak to me when you are ready to hear my plan. I have long felt the Brotherhood of Expert Treasure Hunters owes a debt to the community, and each member should encourage those of less skill. We will travel together to Dwelling, Junior, and you will relieve the Chief's enforcer of the club he wields in battle. Perhaps you will learn something in the process. Perhaps. Perhaps not. We shall see. At the very least...
Something evil is afoot in the Shire. Brigands in the employ of someone calling himself the Chief have overrun the town of Dwelling. Ponto Oates intends to give the Chief's enforcer in Dwelling second thoughts about trifling with the Shire folk.
So I'm just looking at the control of Anuminas. Having control over Anuminas gives all players in Avendim a 25% bonus on reputation earned from kills within the region.
What do you need?
What do you need? I followed you. You told me to follow you here. What do you mean, what do I need? The village of Dwelling is just down the slope, Junior, and it is full of brigands. One of the Chief's men wields a deadly club. Without this weapon, I warrant he would not be a match for even a single river hobbit. Some of the brigands remain on guard, but many of the villains are sleeping by the fires near Perlina Gamgee's house. Sneak up to those sleeping. Their leader's club is likely on the ground by his resting place. Seize the club and return to me, Junior, but do not engage in battle. If you are seen by even one of the Chief's men, our task ends in failure.
I got this. Just you wait. The Chief's lackeys, they're level 30, dude. Dwelling. But where exactly is his resting place? Polina Gamgee's residence. He's sleeping. At the club. Time to stealth away. Back to Ponto Oaks. Diwali. Well, that went off without a hitch. Too easy. Too easy, Ponto. Come on now.
What do you need?
You did it, Junior. We'll make an expert treasure hunter of you yet. You must give me details of the recovery while we return to Oakbarton. Let's be off, friend Junior. I look forward to the tale of your deeds this night.
Yes. Well, you see, I just walked on through the shadows. Came across a bunch of them just sleeping on the ground. There was the club.
Just a moment.
You did passably well, Junior. You didn't demonstrate a great deal of flair, but I suppose you got the job done. You can keep the club if you like.
We're burglars. Flair is not our thing. We're supposed to be not noticed. Whatever, man. Whatever. I did it. I got the job done.
How do you do?
Job done. Let's see. Yeah, no, none of these. So I think I'll just go back to Herne from here. Yeah. Back to Herne. Still not sure about this club. Sure, there's some chance, don't know the specifics of the chance, but there is a chance, small chance, of lowering my target's attack speed by 40%. Which is pretty big, but...
What can I do for you?
Take me to Karanost. Continue our main quest here. And we're back. Finally. Just wondering, that quest didn't seem to progress any class deeds, but maybe I have to do this one in order to get the next one. I don't know. I still need Cunning Wound and Swift and Subtle. Strike with Cunning Attack. Cunning Attack? Which one's Cunning Attack? Oh, this one. I've used that so many times. But I need to use it twice as much. Well, I need to use it once more for each time that I have already done it, but... Swift and Subtle. Using Subtle Stab. Ah, that one. So many. 1,250 times, you gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I'm basically halfway to both of those.
Missing pages? Cannot say I know anything about that.
I do not think Nandir would have torn pages from his own journal. Someone else must have removed them, although I cannot guess why such a one would return the journal to its hiding place. Handarod rubs the side of his face, thinking deeply. There was one day that I spoke with Nandir and marked that he acted quite strangely. However, I encountered him on the Greenway, not far from the lone square ruin that stands beside the road to the northwest of Herne. Now that I think on it, his manner was quite peculiar, and it seemed he was not his usual self. What did he say? He said something strange to me, but I can't remember it. If he did remove pages from his journal, which was not like him at all, that is the only day on which I would believe it. I wish I could remember what he said, but perhaps it will come to me. You should search that square ruin beside the road in Ruddymore. Maybe you will find something to shed light upon this mystery. Come on, you brought me. You know, this quest had me go. I think it took me to Caranost, like specifically the western edge of Caranost, and then off to Amon Fern, and then off to Tirngarthen, and then back to Caranost, and then back over here, northwest of Herne. I don't like this quest. I don't like this quest. This is a ridiculous quest. This is not well paced. It's literally taking me across the map like 5 times.
Hello there.
Back to Herne, I guess. Let's go again. More silver for the stable masters. Almost 5 silvers. Right? Because it takes... I think it takes 100 coppers to make a silver, and then 1,000 silvers to make gold. I think that's the conversion. Shh. Just passing through. In fact, I'll even take out a wolf for you. Come on. And bleed! I have been bled. But I'm also healing. How come this Auric can do that, but I can't walk up a steep incline? Ridiculous. wooden box is empty, already ransacked of its contents by orcs, half-orcs, or goblins. So now... You gotta be kidding me. Oh, gotta be kidding me. You want me to go and kill a bunch of orcs, half-orcs, and goblins and hope that one of the ones that I kill drops the stuff, the contents of that particular box? Do you understand how insane this sounds in universe? Like, this crate was ransacked. It was probably ransacked by orcs, half-orcs, or goblins. I've just decided that that's probably what happened. And, well, guess I gotta go kill them, and a bunch of them, until I eventually find the journal pages that I'm looking for. What? I'll just kill every orc, half-orc, and goblin in this entire realm. What? There's gotta be a better way to go about this, you know? Some kind of tracking, you know, maybe there were like footprints that led away from the crate. Of course, I guess I'm not a hunter, I'm a burglar, but still. I'm going to hope that I next have to go to Karanost or something. Wait, didn't he say, like... He told me... Was it Dol Ernil? Well, it's not too far away from here. There's a path here. Definitely a path here, but... You, half-orc bandit. You're in the area. He gave me nothing. What a surprise! That wasn't the one random half-orc that I need to kill. Or one of the 6 orcs, half-orcs, or goblins across this entire Cardolan area that has the pages that I'm looking for. It's also wild that each of the pages was split up amongst 6 different orcs, half-orcs, or goblins. Like, was it really? Wouldn't one of them have ransacked the crate and then just taken them all for themselves? I suppose they could have fought over them, but then wouldn't they just kill each other until one of them had them all? They're not known for sharing. it's like netted or something. That was weird. I was like, why can't I move? Uh-oh. And then it's like, oh no, there's literally a game mechanic. Hey, there we go. This one. There's two. What? This is working out way better than it has any right to. And again, I am rooted. There we go. Bond Orcal Warrior. I don't think you count. But I'll kill you. Yeah, no, you're some sort of bony, skeletal guy. Goblin Slayer of Codlin completed. Woo! And now Goblin Slayer of Codlin Advanced is available. Gotta kill 120, and then I get 2,000 virtue experience, which would be cool. Currently sitting here. What the? Get that in there. Nice, nice, nice. And continue determinationing. I'm so close to determination 4. Half-orc bandit. Hey, that's 4 out of 6. And 5, but thank goodness. Seriously, this should not be working out as well as it is. Now you're gone. Don't need to kill guns. Guns is this? Enemy attacks. That's a very random chance thing. What is up with the burglar deeds being all like, oh, you gotta rely on luck for this one. But also, of course, like with all of these skill deeds, you, there's a cap each day on how many times you can increment it. So even if you play a bunch and get really lucky, you'd still have to wait days to complete any of them. Okay, we did. Did he not say to go to Dol Ernil? Meet him there? Why do I gotta go to Skurlock Farm? What? Why do I gotta go to Skurlock, huh? You better not send me from Skurlock back to Dol Ernil when this is done. I swear. Look at this scrub. Okay. Not too orangey, well that's good. But still, it's like... You got... Is it this one? No, there's one of them. Cruel odds. Achieve a critical hit with any skill unlocked by a critical hit. And again, my critical chances are pretty enhanced. I do get a lot of crits. But you have to get a critical hit, and then you have to get a critical hit with one of these three skills that's unlocked by doing a critical hit in the first place. Just seems kind of silly. Listen. I have legitimate complaints. My hand shakes to record this, and I confess trepidation. Should I write this account at all? But that is the duty of an archivist, is it not? To record, to remember no matter the cost. Accounts of Prince Amandir's disappearance are few and scattered, but those that remain chill my blood. It is said his cries of terror echoed among the downs for 3 nights after he disappeared. And when they at last gave way to silence, the fog rolled in from the barrows deeper than ever, chicken. 3 sons Amandir had when he died, and the curse that came to fall upon them could not be escaped. One of the dead, a pale shade who appeared as a man-shaped darkness in the fog. Its eyes glowing a cold, blank white, appeared several decades after Amandir's disappearance. It seemed intent on hunting them, stalking and slaying them one by one. First, Amonathol, eldest son of Amandir, was found slain. But that was not the worst. Someone had garbed him in white, and he lay before a barrow gate in the downs after becoming separated from his companions in the evening. His face was shriveled, as though he had aged 100 years in a single night. Scarcely 2 years later, his brother Thanadin met an identical fate, though in his case he disappeared from Dol Ernil itself. Men whispered that it was a grey fear that hunted the children of Cardolan, and if even the sons of vanished Prince Amandir were not protected from it, who could claim safety for any? I hesitate to write of Dol Ernil's curse, to write of this grey fear, but it is my duty. As I have sworn to the Dunedain, so have I sworn to uphold the truth, and I write it here in this journal. Show Nandir's journal to Meneldir, just south, son of a... Why? This particular quest is ridiculous. Alright, you've got to go over here to like the eastern edge of Cardanost to find this journal. Alright, now that you got the journal, you're gonna have to read it, this part of it, in the western edge of Cardanost. Then the next part you have to read while you're in Amonfern. And then the next part you have to read while you're in Turn Garthen. And then you gotta go back to Cardanost to ask a guy about some missing pages. And then he sends you back to the Greenway, northwest of Hern, to look for the missing pages. Then once you find out, oh, the missing pages have been stolen by some goblins and orcs and half-orcs. So you gotta go kill goblins and orcs and half-orcs anywhere in Cardolan to find the 6 missing pages. And once you find those 6 missing pages, you gotta go back to Skurlock Farm, to the table here, so that you can sort out the papers, and then you can read it. And then you gotta go all the way to Dol Ernil to meet up with Meneldir. It'd be one thing if it made sense, but it doesn't make any sense at all why I have to travel across the world in order to read a book that I already have. And then I have to go back specifically to this table at this farm in order to piece together my papers, to then read those 6 pages. 6 pages that I had to go to this table to sort out. When I knew, because Meneldir told me to meet him in Dol Ernil once I got the pages. But no, I had to go to the farm to sort those 6 pages before I go back to Dol Ernil, which I was right next to when I got the pages. This is a bad quest. It's a bad quest. You can't deny it. This is not well designed.
Greetings, friend.
Hi. I know I've unlocked this thing, Master. Endreth. I probably have to go... Oh, no, here it is. Endreth, right there. Perfect. It's a good thing. When I was in Turn Garthad, I was like, okay, it wants me to go back to Cardanost, but first I'm gonna go up here to Endreth and unlock this Stable Master, because if I hadn't have done that, oh boy, dude, be a long trek back. So far, like, I've got 3 characters. One's a high elf, one is a human, and then this one, which is a river hobbit. And the other 2, they don't have as much ridiculous back and forth. The human did have a little bit in Breland, going like out to Chetwood, back to Combe, back to Chetwood, back to Combe, down to Staddle, off to Midgewatermarsh, back to Staddle, back to Midgewatermarsh, back to Staddle, back to Midgewatermarsh, back to Staddle, back out to this farm, back to Staddle, back over here, back over... It was a little ridiculous, but it wasn't to this degree of clear across this whole land, back and forth for no reason at all. This certainly takes the cake of ridiculous backtracking. Yeah, having no fast travel, oof. That would be oof. Especially, like, I use this subscriber town services all the time. I am glad to have it. they really want to try and get you to spend your money on them. On conveniences.
There you are, my friend. I have been speaking with Gorwin, a ranger who keeps watch over Dol Erniel.
Yep. Yeah, sorry it took me so long. You know, you wouldn't believe the things I have had to go through. And we are both very interested to hear if you have learned anything more from Nandia's journal. She did not know him when he lived, so I have been telling her stories of our childhoods. It is good to remember. I have to admit it. But what have you learned? You hand Meneldia the journal, and at your discretion, he reads several of the pages. There it is again. The Grey Fear. And that's how yeah. I know. There's much more Middle Earth. And I guess technically there's more world, just not that we are allowed to see or have ever really heard much of. But this is just one little section. This tiny little fields and hills. But boy, do they make it feel like a long distance. There is more to learn of this foe, I know it. But listen to this. The battle plan of Angmar was threefold. But Prince Ostir learned too late that more than just Amon-Sul was endangered. He rode north to the defense of Weathertop, with most of his household. And only when the southern sky filled with smoke from a great burning did he realize that Carlin had been ravaged while he was away. He fought the Battle of Weathertop through eyes bleary with tears, and only when it was done did his king give him permission to return. He galloped with utmost haste back to Dol Erniel, but he was unprepared for the sight that awaited him in the throne room. These pages speak of the throne room of Dol Erniel. That is where you should read the rest of the account, Julia. Gorwin tells me the throne room is north of here, and up several flights of stairs. This again, Meneldir? This... Tell me, this time, is this throne room full of orcs? Is it full of wraiths wanting to kill me while I read the journal? Because if so, I could read it right here. I don't need to go to the throne room, Meneldir. Reading is not location based. I have the journal, Meneldir.
What is this quest, man?
Hey, Meneldir? Hey. This place is full of restless dead. Are you sure I can't just read the journal here? It's right in my pockets. It's right here. But what's your problem, Meneldir? No, you have to go to the throne room to read it. It will have more of an impact there. But you know what else will have an impact? In my skull, Meneldir? Uh-oh. Hey, you know what will have more of an impact, Meneldir? No! Hi, riddle me this. Come on. I have to face it. Hey, riddle me this, you. Yeah, I think it would be a great idea to just read it out here on the road, out in the sunlight. I think that would be better. Alright, that doesn't cure disease. I'm sorry, what? 4 minutes? Hey, what are you doing? You're still following me? Get out of here. Are you the one that I riddled? Were you that mad about my riddle? Oh, it's gone. That wasn't 4 minutes. Are you sure I can't just read it here? Are you sure? Just trust me, you have to read this journal in the throne room. It'll be so much better fighting through these foul, blight-ridden wights to get to the throne room and then be surrounded by them while you read the journal. It'll be so great. It'll be so worth the trouble. Trust me. It's right there. Hi. Riddle me this. Hey. Hi. Oh, you're strong. Oh, you're not that strong, I guess. And diseases. Actually, I'm doing just fine. I think the wraith has just disappeared, or did he just wander? No, he's just wandered. Okay, yep, no, he's still here. I think I can sneak by. Ain't no way! Ain't no... How? How did you see me? How? Huh? Huh? Riddle me this. How did you see me? No. This is bad. This is real bad. Real bad. Dude, this wraith is really following a long distance, huh? He is going the distance. He's going to kill me. Oh no, he's finally left me alone. Sheesh. Meneldir, why? Why are you like this? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're disgusting. Disease, lurking sickness, chilled. nothing that can deal with them. What the? Sorry, what? What do you mean knocked out? What? Was that the lurking sickness? Well. Hey, temporary state immunity, but only for like the next 3, 2, 1. It's out. Alright, well, hopefully we won't have to worry about that wraith anymore, because I think we're past him and don't need to go back to him. I don't know how to get to this throne room. I assume it's probably up there. Bro, stop it. Is there a way around this side? Hi, you. Would you like to get crit? Would you like crit? Yeah. Sweet. Well, there's a corpse. Those stairs lead? It doesn't look like they lead anywhere. What about these stairs? How did you? That's some... No! Not another one. I think these stairs. Where I need to go. Yeah, this looks like the right way. What? I did not see that. Ow! Stop it! Rude! Stop that. Disease. Disease. Too much disease. This appears to be the location about which Nondir wrote. Oh, wonderful! Let me just examine this stone seat. Cool. Let me just find a dark corner to huddle in. Oh, it's probably gonna ask me to... Yeah, no. I have to be... Ooh. Treasure. The writing is so evocative you can almost imagine the terrible sight that awaited Prince Austere, but not so evocative that you could have read this back next to Meneldir. No, you had to come here in order for it to be evocative enough to make it seem like you were there. By the time he finally reached Dol Ernil, Nondir writes, Prince Ostyr's keep was a ruined shell. Its people lay heaped and bloody in the streets, the heads of its defenders mounted on stakes above its gates. Of his mother, Luiloth, there was no sign at all, and in the shattered hall seated upon Ostyr's throne was the Grey Fear. I hesitated to write what I have learned, but I must! My duty compels me to write it, to write the truth! But can it be right to put into words such horror, such shame as this? It wars within me. Prince Ostyr stood in the charnel house that was Dol Ernil, and he looked in the eyes of the creature that sat upon the throne, and he knew the identity of the Grey Fear. It was Prince Amondir who sat there. Thank you for the follow. Mr. Sizzles69. Much appreciated. It was Prince Amondir who sat there, Ostyr's own grandfather. But the servant of evil that stared back was a stranger entire. With a horrible smile upon its mocking visage, the apparition raised its head, pointing at Amondir's terrified grandson, and the dead rose. Angmarim's spear. It was a cruel spear of Angmarim design that ended the life of Ostyr, the last prince of Cardolan. Considering. The Whites had simply been waiting for their master's command. Nondir writes, now they emerged from among the slain, including some freshly killed in the recent battle, and they fell upon Ostyr and his knights. Panicking, the prince fled the burning stronghold, escaping into the Barrow Downs. But he might as well have tried escaping a smith's hammer by fleeing to his anvil. The Angmarim were waiting there in ambush for him, and among their number were hillfolk, orcs, and cultists of the Witch King. The dead drove Ostyr's dwindling company straight toward his enemy force, and there in the darkness, caught between the living and the dead, every last one of Cardolan's defenders died. Prince Ostyr perished last of all, sobbing with despair as one of Khondum's warriors drove a spear of cold iron through his heart. His bones and those of his company vanished among the downs. I have written it. Is that what you wanted of me? I have finished it. My duty is fulfilled. But the account is too terrible. I will tear these pages from my journal, and I will hide them. Yes, let none know how badly the men of Cardolan failed. I will bury the Witch King's victory as deep allows, and so triumph over Angmar myself. The Grey Fear has not been seen in hundreds of years, and I will not give the creature life by letting this account be read by anyone. If there is any need for these pages in the days to come, I will retrieve them myself. But I can see no such day ahead of us, and that is a blessing. But, buddy, we gotta learn from the past so as not to repeat it. Hiding it doesn't really help us. Alright, let's... Riddle. What? Rude. Corpse. logs of you. Now I can head on back to Meneldir. After this ridiculous escapade. What the? How? You weren't even looking that way. How did you notice? That's crazy. There is a corpse. What the? He disappeared. Dude. Distraction. What? I distracted you! No! No! Ain't no way! Meneldir! 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 Don't just stand there! What a jerk that Meneldir. What the? Pocket segment. Fat logget, you did, Meneldir. Standing here next to your fire while I get swarmed by 3 undead.
Nandir was at Sarn Ford when the Black Riders attacked.
Yeah, and we could have read that right here next to this cozy little fire, but no. He just had to send me up to the throne room. Fight my way through ghouls and raids. Almost died like 3 times, Meneldir. As the others of the Dunedain did. We found his body not far from the Greenway, and I thought perhaps he had made for the gathering places of his kin. But what if it was not so? What if he made instead for the lone square ruin that stands further south beside the Greenway? I wonder. I think he saw the return of the raids and believed the Greyfear would once again haunt its lands of old. Codlin that was. I think he was running to retrieve the torn pages of his journal, Junior, so the Dunedain would know the terror they might be up against. He wanted to arm them with the knowledge of what they might face, but he was struck down by the Black Riders, by the Nazgul, before he could reach the place where he hid the true account. I think Nandir knew the peril and died trying to warn us of it. The Lord of the Nazgul plans to raise the Greyfear from its slumber, endangering all of the North.
I see the hand of the Witch King all about us.
I will tell Gorwyn what we have learned of our foes. But she has kept watch on Dol Ernil for longer than we have. I suggest that you ask her what needs doing in the keep and in blighted Teyrn Gorthad. I see the hand of the Witch King all about us, and it must be opposed if we are able to oppose it. Yeah, the burglar here. I am doing the quiet knife line here. So I did take Stun Dust because I wanted it. But aside from that, just full red. Yeah, so the burglar you've got, there's Gambler if you want more RNG, Quiet Knife which is DPS and lots of crit fishing, and then Mischief Maker seems to be a lot more support-ish. Lots of like, you know, stuns, and I think there's traps or something in here somewhere. There's yeah, there's another stun. Stuns and dazes and things. And of course I am a river hobbit here. Down in the South Downs of Cardallan. A little bit better, I'll take it, I suppose. Yeah. Corwin.
I'm younger than Meneldir by some years.
Uh-huh. Though we both grew up in the angle of Mithithel. I did not meet him before he left us. His name was always spoken in whispers, a warning to the children that not everyone should take the oath, that not everyone should swear to the life of a Dunedain.
Meneldir sighs heavily, and Gorwin raises a gloved hand.
I do not mean to injure your feelings, Meneldir. What I mean is this. I expected a monster. When you came to my camp, I thought you must be fleeing from hardship, escaping from some trouble of your own making. Such were the tales we were told in childhood. But I find instead you are a man, not a monster, and you fight on behalf of those who cannot, willing even to return to your former kin to bring them warning, though they sting you with barbs and biting tongues. I see honor in that. But there are monsters out there, Junior. Real monsters. I do not need to hear the full account of Meneldir's fallen friend to know that, for I knew it already. If not its true extent or depth, White Stock turn Gorthid. And there are other dangerous threats as well, spying Crebain, pestilential crawlers, and the gaunt men who prowl among the barrows. Each troubles the Dunedain and their allies in this land. There are swords both within the keep and without that exude frightening auras of evil, and they must be collected and destroyed, despite the presence of their terrible protectors. Can all this be done? I mean, I guess, but you could have asked me to do that while I was sent to the throne room to read a journal! But fine, I'll go back into the keep. Fight the restless dead, the foul-breathed wights. Fight them all. 1 out of 10. Riddle me this. Looking at my skills and abilities and being perplexed, as it has been some time. There was a recent update, like a couple of weeks ago, that made changes to
well, most of the classes, I think. But I know they at least changed Burglar, Lore Master, and Hunter a bit. But I think they've changed most of them. If not all of them. Little adjustments here and there. So, an unpleasant weight lies heavily upon the stones beneath the towering wall. What about this sword? Hi. Stand there watching me look at the sword on the ground. Ooh, a weaponsmith scroll. Already known. Sell it. Get that out of here. Riddle me this. Foul white. Yeah. I don't know if I get it later on. I'm currently level 25, but I don't have anything that lets me re-enter stealth mid-combat. Which is weird because, like, this says plus, X% combat stealth speed, but you can't be in stealth and combat at the same time. So how? I don't get it. Because, like, as soon as combat starts, you're out, you get knocked out of stealth, and then you can't go back into stealth while in combat. So especially because that's like a level 1 trait that you can get. So even if you can later get a skill that re-enters stealth in combat, it just feels weird to have that combat stealth speed be increased at level 1 when you can't re-enter stealth in combat. Did make some changes. I do remember, because like I had started this burglar shortly before they made changes, and at that point in time I got stun dust for free just as I leveled up, and then they changed it so that stun dust you had to put a trait point into in the Mischief Maker tree, the yellow tree. And I was like, no, I want that stun dust. I want to have extra stun capabilities. I'm just a little guy, and things hurt me a lot. So I spent the extra point to get that. An aura of fear grips your heart as you approach the western wall. Hi, Himdor. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I just know that, like you can see, as soon as I start combat, it says like, nope, you can't use it. It like grays out. course, I've never been in a group, so who knows? But I do like aim. That's fun. Just guarantee a crit every 40 seconds. Getting lots of crits. The stench of death and decay fills your nostrils as you approach this corner. Hey there, Fellarod. Yeah. I am enjoying the red line though. So I mean, you've got, I get extra damage from stealth, extra crit chance, again that aim skill, then extra damage to my crit response skills, which is these ones, and then also extra damage to my surprise strike, and then this one just increases the critical multiplier as well. But basically, I can guarantee a crit, use stealth surprise strike, which critical hits with surprise strike are more damaging than most skills, so it gets even more critical magnitude, does even more damage on that crit, and then I can go into a perforate, expose throat. There are these two skills here, feint attack and coup de grace, which when you use them, you may attack as if from stealth for a short time. So your skills that do special things from stealth will do those special stealth things even though you're not in stealth right after using these abilities. So for like 3 seconds or 5 seconds after using those abilities. So you do have that. You just can't actually enter stealth mid-combat. At least at level 25, you can't. What? I diversioned you! How dare! this. Alright. As much as I can do for now. There's the ancient sword. The air beneath the stone table feels foul and stagnant. There we go. Hi, Sarland. It's 2 out of 8. Okay, I gotta defeat Crabane, Crawlers, or Gauntmen. I see a Crabane. Oh, it says Craban, but those 2 names seem to be used interchangeably. Yes. Oh look, a Gauntman. A crawler. There we go. 2 more. Yeah, you should count. Yeah. There. What? Oh, I think I need to close this and then... Here, get out of here. Loot boxes. I think you're outside of... Ooh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Just gotta get back to Gorwyn. Get to camp. No! Ain't no way. Yes, you cannot do that in combat. No! Yeah, the one thing I have yet to be able to kill is a shadowy wraith. As a burglar. I've done it as Hunter. Of course, Hunter can, like, really kite them. I have killed them as Lore Master, because Lore Master's got some range too, and can kite with some burns to do some damage over time, but my burglar? Nope. Nope. It's just not happening.
It is no small feat to brave the dangers of Tern Gothard and the keep of Dol Ernil.
And I've done it twice. I am grateful for your efforts on behalf of the Dunedain. Meneldir has shown me the account in Nandir's journal of the Grey Fear, and if what the scholar wrote is true, The creature is a spirit drawn from the pits of Angmar, bound to the body of Prince Amondir. In life, he was the lord of Tirn Gorthad, and Dol Ernil was his home. Surely this site will still have some meaning for him. Does the Grey Fear remain somewhere within the keep? Or has the presence of the Witch King and the Riders in Black already disturbed his slumber? I don't know.
Those swords should be brought to Halbarad at San Ford. He will know how best to deal with them.
And when you return, perhaps we will have learned where the Grey Fear may be found. I agree with Gorman. The creature must be somewhere within Dol Ernil. You tell Meneldir to be careful, for Narndir's journal paints a frightening and deadly account of the creature that brought death to Cardolan and the line of its princes. I will, my friend. Fear not. I will see you when you return. So now I gotta go back to Sarnford and then all the way back to Dol Ernil, huh? Well. Thankfully, there is a stable master not far from here who can take me to and fro. I don't think Burglar's Friend is ideal. Even though it has a higher DPS than my Bent Blade Stagger, it's got 5 less agility, and it doesn't have the plus 16 physical mastery rating. Nor does it have the extra 1% auto attack critical hit chance. So I feel like it's not really worth it. What are you guys?
Would you do something for me?
Warmongers, Blade Priest, Blade... I don't know.
Brigands may have landed us where we are now,
I
but our way south is impeded as well.
What the...
Greetings, fellow traveler.
How can I be of service?
Maybe later. I'm doing alright so far, even though this is a level 28 quest. Halbarad, are you still like injured? It's been days, Halbarad.
I have not forgotten you, nor the warning you brought to us of Sauron.
Let me now put your mind at ease. It seems he is the only of the wizards to betray us, and thank the powers it be so. While you were gone, a rider came up out of the south, Gandalf the Grey, astride a mighty horse, a steed of Rohan. We spoke only briefly, but it was enough to assure me that Gandalf still aligns himself on the side of the free peoples. And yet, the wizard's tidings were not all so rosy, for he said that evil forces are now in motion that could threaten the peace and safety of all of Middle-earth. He could spare no more time before hurrying into the Shire in pursuit of the Nazgul that preceded him. But what brings you back to this place? You briefly tell Halbarad what you have learned of the Grey Fear, and that Gorwyn and Meneldia believe it remains hidden somewhere within the keep of Dol Ernil. These swords you bring me will be destroyed, for the runes that cover their faces are evil. But after I see that done, you must return to Dol Ernil. I am not alone. I and several of my company will go with you. I fear the two who remained may be in great danger. I'm sure they are. It's a troubling
How can I be of
place.
service?
Andrath, yes. We must away! We finally hear news of Gandalf. I guess.
Stay a moment.
Yes, I could accept some of these quests.
Brigands may have landed us where we are
At
now,
least for
but
now.
our way south is impeded as well.
Greetings, fellow traveler.
Would you do something for me?
And any in Dol Ernil I can at least see about taking care of while we're there. One of them wants me to go to the old forest. Lynx. The lynx doesn't like me, it seems. Does it look cool, though? I mean, this club... It's a club with a ruby. I don't know. Please. Come on. Please. Let me up the hill. It's not that steep. Can make it. Yes, yes. Yeah. That's one white down. Wow. Took forever to get a crit on that guy. There we go. Much better. Hey, stop. Stop. No casting your spells. No. Not allowed. Ooh. What is this? Cooking crits. I'll take that. What caused that fear? Was it him? I guess so. do not like that, Wraith. Why? Why must they haunt me so? It's fine. He can hang out in this little corner. I got better things to do. He really just spots me. Ridiculous. Silenced? Rude. How did you know? There. Warmongers and blight priests, though. I feel like I should look for Gorwyn. Ooh, hi. Blight Priest. Welcome to your death. Hey. No. You died. Why are you not dying? Oh my goodness. Hey, what? Dude! What? This guy's cracked. What's going on with this guy? I know he's level 30, but... What was that? Like... It's like he was healing or something. I was critting the storm. He was not taking much damage. There. See, that's how the fight should have gone the first time. Hang on a second, I got it. Ain't no way the both of you notice me. Of course, now I gotta deal with this guy still. You're next. Get out of my way. Meneldir and Gorwin are both gone.
This is what I feared.
Did some evil come to them? Or did they foolishly depart in search of it? Gorwin, at least, would have the sense to remain until your return. But of Meneldir, I cannot say. He has fled his duty before. Might he not do the same today? Of course not. Come on.
We have no choice now.
We have to search for Gorwin and for Meneldir, and hope we are not too late. Prepare yourself, Julia, and speak to me when you are ready. One way or another, this adventure nears its end. Yeah? I'm definitely equipping those. They look okay. They look a little big, but... yeah, I think these boots look better. Let's go ahead and put these in there real quick. Yeah. There we go.
We will search the keep. Let us hope we are prepared to face whatever we find.
Yeah, let's hope.
We may already be too late. Let us hope we are not.
Yeah, so is this one of those things where I get the heroic buff? Halberad? The tracks lead into Dol Ernil, but the message I read from them is confused. I cannot determine if Gorwin and Meneldir came this way in peace, or if their progress was hindered by an onslaught of foes. They were together, at least. Of that I am certain. We must follow them. Prepare for battle, friends.
This way.
Hey, at least I have some level 30 rangers to join me. Whoa! Hey, level 26. Hey, that took them from red to orange. Where are you guys going? The NPCs always do that. They run back to where they were before the battle started, and then they continue forward. I got this. Don't worry about it. They won't be summoning any more whites. Yeah. Guys, come on. We gotta go this way. Oops. What? How did you stun me out of stuff? What kind of AoE stun was that? Whatever. Halbred, are your friends dead? That's not good. They were level 30. I'm level 26.
They came this way, but where then did they go?
Right here. They went right here. Through this dusty trapdoor. Leads to catacombs beneath the fortress. They went this way, Halbarad. A trapdoor leading to catacombs beneath the fortress? I do not think Gorwyn would follow Meneldia into such a place, Julia. We will continue the search up here, but if you think there is a chance the two of them descended into the catacombs, if that is what you believe, I will not stop you from there continuing your search. We will join you below when we have finished looking for them up here. And with fortune, we will bring you word that they are found, and your own search of the catacombs was needless.
Good luck, my friend. We will join you when we can.
Who's this we you're talking about? I don't know if you noticed, but your ranger friends are dead, Halbarad. I guess I'm going into the catacombs alone, then. Oh boy. Riddle me this, Tomb Warrior. I just gotta take it cautious. You know, I should probably let's eat a blueberry tart. It's good to enjoy a meal in the catacombs. Help you to not die. The Tomb Warrior. Warrior of the Tomb. Deadly Tomb Protector. Well, he wasn't so deadly after all. No, 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 no. No. No, no. No, no, no. I happen to know that in instance places like this, those wraiths will chase you until you die. Oh hey, Burglar's Antidote removes up to 2 disease, wound, fear, poison effects with maximum strength of 31 from the top. Yo, finally I can remove diseases and wounds. It took till 26 to do that. But no points to put into traits, so continue. What the? Where did you come from? Where do you, what? I've been buried a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Angel. Fragment of Dunedain script. It's by artisan scholars. Well, that's not me. But I do have a scholar. Might be useful. Hey, no. Target this guy. Right? I guess I accidentally clicked between my hotbars. Gorwyn? Gorwyn, what are you doing over there? Riddle me this. Tomb Warrior. You finally solved my riddle. And now you die. Garwin? Hang on, Garwin. There's a tomb defender over here I should probably deal with. There we go. Alright, hey Garwin. Hey, how's it going? You found Garwin. She is alive! Something is wrong, Junior. While you were gone, Meneldir and I passed the time in quiet conversation. Nothing seemed amiss for hours. But then, all at once, he leapt to his feet, upsetting his cup and dropping his crust of bread in the dirt. It is not dark enough for such creatures, he shouted, drawing his sword. What do you see? I asked him. But he answered me not. I do not think he heard my words, and he dashed away from the camp and out among the ruins. I gathered up my own equipment and followed him, but for the risk of being cut by one of his blind swings, I dared not get too near. It is a wonder he did not blunder into the wights that prowl the ruins above, or perhaps it is not. They might not have understood the words he spoke, and believed his swings were made at them. But I heard the words. He does not know where he is, Junior. He thought the throne room above was a farmhouse in the woods, and the trap door the entrance to a root cellar. I do not know what illusory foe he believes he faces, but whatever form it takes, I know this. It must be the work of the Grey Fear.
He is down here, but I know not how we might save him.
Fret not. I am here with you. And we shall face
trolls?
What lies
at
here
this time of year?
Meneldir! Tomb warriors! Warriors of the tomb!
There is no time to waste. Slay them all!
Uh-huh. Nice.
The trolls return!
Yeah?
Meneldir, awake from this.
The specters of his past hold him tightly, woman.
The Grey Fear with
He
plus
will
2 red.
never escape them.
You lie! How have you worked this evil?
Great power resides in Kharndoom. I was given only a part. The new Lord of Angmar possesses a good deal more.
Release him from the spell!
I will not abandon you. I will not. Release him. Only the grave can do so.
No! No!
Alright, get out of here, Tomb Warrior. Don't worry, I'll take care of all of the Tomb Warriors. You got this. I believe in you.
The power given to me by my master is of great use.
Uh-huh.
All he asks in return is that I serve him.
Oh, that's all.
But I was a lord. This was to be my land. None command me.
Uh-huh. So why are you doing
Perhaps I will take on a new form, a young form,
No.
and strong.
No.
This kingdom will be mine again. A kingdom of the dead.
Buddy? Hey. What if...
Stay thy hand, creature!
You are too late.
Halbrad.
But still, we will oppose you!
Yeah. From the shadows.
Your time will come, thin-blooded craven. The kingdom of the dead will await you.
Gorwyn, are you alright?
She's... Oh, I guess she is.
I will live, but Meneldia.
Meneldir. Well, now what do I do? I've just been following Meneldir this whole time. Here's less... Oh, okay. Usually there's a little ring above the thing you're supposed... or the people you're supposed to interact with.
Meneldir's breathing is shallow, his heartbeat slow. He does not have much time left. There were trolls, Julia, like there were before. My watch, my vigil. I would not abandon those folk. Not this time. Not for my oath. For me.
Meneldir slips away. He is gone.
The creature has fled, Julia, and we cannot pursue it from here. But we will see its designs undone, and the schemes of its master overthrown, I swear it. For now, we will bring Meneldir from this place. We will not leave him here.
The Grey Fear has fled, but he will not abandon his hatred of this land.
When he reappears, wherever that may be, he must be faced again. Let us hope there are others with your strength, and with Meneldir's strength, to oppose him.
Halbrad nods solemnly.
Aye, there was strength in Meneldir I had not seen before. I will not say my people judged him too harshly. Instead, I will say this. I know what caused him to depart the Dunedain. Did he trust you with the tale? You nod, remembering the pain on Meneldir's face as the two of you prepared to take the road out of Herne. That he let his caution wane, and a family paid for it with their lives, is a matter of great sadness. But if he spoke of his mistake to Aragorn, chieftain of the Dunedain, and he to whom we swore our oaths, he would not find heated words. He would not find reprimand or reprisal. He would find words of support and understanding, and perhaps tears. Meneldir made a mistake, as every man and woman who walk these lands has made a mistake. Some were lesser and some graver. But what truly matters is how they learned from the mistakes they made. He broke his oath, not on the day his watchfulness waned, but on the day he left us. The day he fled from a family that would have helped him. It might have been otherwise, had he not given in to the guilt he felt. I cannot wash away that dishonor, but so too can I not erase the deeds he performed on behalf of the Dunedain and the people of Cardolin in these last few days. These are all things I would tell him now if I could, but it is too late for such words. Before the shadow of his guilt fell upon Meneldir, he was a Dunedain. A cairn of stones will be raised in Torned in honor of all the rangers who have died in Cardolin these past few days. And I will see that Meneldir is included in that memorial. He was one of us for a time, and at the end he fought for us with a courage we could not have expected. Farewell, Meneldir. Rest easy.
Let's have a look at these. I don't know about those shoulder pads. Now these ones. Those are pretty good. Yeah. So, Halbrand, oh, do I need to? No, that's return to call, right? It's whites. Whites to the right, whites to the left. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. And I don't really know what to do. I assume we've completed book 3, but now what, Halbarad? You've got a ring, but it's all gray. I'm not really sure where the next story quest is. You've gotta be kidding me. No. Riddle me this! Riddle me this, Shadowy Wraith. Why don't you ponder that for a minute? Yeah. You just ponder that, alright? For like a little bit longer. Surely you're gonna forget all about me. Leave me alone. Bruh. How far do I gotta go? Like, come on. What is this? Finally, gosh. I am gonna try. I'm gonna try to kill him. But I just want to get like a fresh start with my aim, surprise strike combo. And they were on cooldown, so. I want to give myself the best chance I got. I'm gonna try to kill this Shadowy Wraith. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna riddle him so that he doesn't spot me. So I can get that stealth across. I did it! Whew! Had to crit a lot. But we did it. I killed one. Yippee! And that seems like a good place to end for today. What the? Halbrand, did that ring above your head? What? What does that mean? What does it mean, Halbrand? I'm lost now. I've been following Meneldir since since where was it? No. Yeah, since Mossward. Met him in Mossward, and I've been following him all over Swanfleet, all over Cardolan. Now he's dead. What do I do now, Halpered? I'm but a little river hobbit in this big, wide old world with no direction. Well, the next stream will be on Wednesday for some more and hopefully finishing up Metroid Prime 3. And then on Friday, I'll be playing some more Final Fantasy XIV, doing more side quests. And then not next Monday. Not next Monday. Got other things going on next Monday. Yeah, I guess we'll have a week off of, well, actually, if we can finish up Metroid Prime 3 on Wednesday, then, next week Wednesday, we'll get back to Lord of the Rings online. But yeah, now what do I do? Like, what would my character do at this point? I guess we'll finish up these side quests here, and then wander around a little bit. I think, and we're close to Breland, so we would probably head north to Bree. See what's popping up there. Though I know that story quest wise, I mean, I don't know about this story, but I know that there is story in Bree that would then lead to Lonelands, which is where I should have been by level 25 if I was on that main quest. Off in Ostguruth by now. And then that quest line would lead to the North Downs, and then I think from there to Evendim, or North Downs, then back to like Southern. I can't remember if Southern Lonelands is before or after North Downs. Then at some point going off to Evendim, and then off to Rivendell. But for this story, down here in the south of Eriador, I don't even know. Got no clue. Regardless, though, until next time, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.